Apple WWDC conference opens on Monday, June 8, and this is where the company will reveal iOS 9 for iPhones and iPad and OS X 10.11 for Macs. Here is our quick look at everything that Apple is expected to release at WWDC 2015. How to watch. Like with all Apple events, you will need an Apple device, an Apple TV, Mac, iPhone or iPad, to watch the live stream of the Apple WWDC keynote. As Apple's website says, users will need Safari 6.0.5 or later on OS X v10.8.5 or later, Safari on iOS 6.0 or later. Streaming via Apple TV requires second or third generation Apple TV with software 6.2 or later. In addition to this, in a rare first, Apple has allowed AltConf to live stream WWDC keynote and platform's State of the Union sessions. Check out AltConf's website here for more details. iOS 9. Given that Apple sold 75 million iPhones in Q1 of 2015, iOS 9 is the much-awaited updated. In terms of design, while Apple is unlikely to go for too many radical changes, but there are reports that Apple will be ditching Helvetica Neue in favor of the Apple Watch font San Francisco, says a 9 to 5 Mac report. With iOS 9, the other big rumor is that older iPhones and iPads will be able to run iOS 9 efficiently. A report on 9 to 5 said that Apple has been testing a core version of iOS 9 that runs efficiently on older A5 devices. With the release of the new version of iOS, the biggest problem is that users on older devices find their iPhones and iPads get buggy. Both iOS 7 and 8 rollout saw users complaining about apps crashing, slower devices. It has also been rumored that the iPad will now support dual-app viewing mode, along with multi-user logins. Other than this, with iOS 9, security and stability will key focus. Apple will roll out iOS 9 in September when the new iPhones are released. OS X 10.11 will be the update for Apple's new OS for MacBooks, iMacs, etc., and so far the list of new features is not very high. According to mock rumors, Apple will focus on bug fixes, optimization improvements, and security enhancements. In terms of security, the biggest feature that could be offered is called rootless, which is a new kernel-level security system to protect Macs against malware. Also, any connections with non-trusted Wi-Fi routers could be a highly encrypted connection, say reports. Beats Music. Apple bought Beats Music streaming service and the headphones business for $3 billion in 2014. Now rumors indicate that a new music streaming service which combines the Beats service could be on its way. It was reported in February by 9 to 5 Mac that Apple's new service will be deeply integrated with iOS, iTunes, and the Apple TV. Read more. Is Apple Maps set to go cross-platform? Job listing sparks rumors. Transit for Apple Maps. Transit will allow users to navigate subways, bus services, train routes using the Apple Maps app. What other upgrades are given to Apple Maps remains to be seen. There is no denying that Apple Maps desperately needs an overhaul, and there are rumors that it could cross-platform soon, starting with web. Although that is unlikely to be shown at WWDC 2015. Upgrade for Siri. According to Gizmodo, there could be a good chance that Siri will look a lot like the colourful version in the Apple Watch. Whether Siri finally makes an appearance on OS X also remains to be seen. HomeKit. Apple's answer to iOS gadgets and devices for the home. HomeKit was showcased at last year's WWDC 2015. This year, we could see the app get renamed to Home, and it will come with new features like virtual rooms which will help users organize their smart accessories in their home, reports 9 to 5 Mac. Interestingly, the first gadgets that support Apple's HomeKit app went on sale last week in the US, and according to analysts, Apple could persuade more consumers to try them by making it easy to control different products from a familiar device, such as the iPhone. Apple Watch will get a new software development kit for apps which will allow developers to create new apps for this latest gadget from Apple, says a New York Times report. Where reviews for the Apple Watch go. Critics have called it one of the best smartwatches in the market, but the problem is the lack of apps, or rather apps that are not shareable. Hopefully Apple will rectify this soon. And finally, Apple TV will be missing from the Apple WWDC keynote, say reports sparking rumors that Apple is finally ditching plans of its own TV. With Apple, all rumors should be taken with a pinch of salt, and there is a good chance the Cupertino-tech giant will surprise us at the WWDC keynote.